Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today on Throwback Thursday to do a Patreon request from this patron right here. Ask us to check out Blackwater Rising, No Halos. When I think of No Halos, I think of Syra with No Halos in Hell. That's their latest album. Anyways, these guys are not Syra, and to be honest with you, I didn't go on Metal Encyclopedia, I didn't go on Google, on Bing, which Bing, I think...
Ask Jeeves.
Is that even a thing still?
No.
I know Bing is more used for porn these days. I don't know why. Apparently gives you better search results. At least that's what I heard on the radio. Satellite radio from a guy. A trustworthy...
A trusted guy.
A trusted friend. Trustworthy friend. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. Blackwater Rising, like I said, I don't know anything. So I don't know what style, what... I don't know. I know absolutely zero. So I'm going in this...
With a clear head.
I have no expectations.
Yeah. I don't think the name...
They can only go up.
And to me,
it can only go up.
To me, usually I think about the name of the band, and then that's how I get my idea.
Alright, so Blackwater Rising. Before I put these headphones on and press play, what do you think?
But to me, actually, I'm blank right now.
Yeah, Blackwater Rising could be like a rock band.
It could be a rock band. It could be kind of... It could be anything.
True. No Halos also doesn't give you much.
Yeah. It's kind of a neutral name.
It is. It's one of those that doesn't... it's gender neutral.
Yeah.
Alright, so you ready for this?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this. Oh, it's a music video. I didn't even know that.
So now that truth won't set you free. It's a distorted, twisted lie, firmly anchored in deception, where enlightenment is denied. Listen to your heart, but locking chains upon your mind. From the cage of your submission, you claw at what's divine. Ain't no salvation, you have fallen from the climb. Listening to your heart, we're locking chains upon your mind. From the cage of your submission, you claw at what's divine. Ain't no halos, ain't no halo over anyone's head. I don't give a damn what your good book said. Ain't no
wasn't wrong about the hard rock.
Yeah.
Rock. Well, I said rock. I didn't say hard rock, but I wasn't wrong. What did you think? Really interesting.
Really, really interesting. It reminded me of like early 2000s kind of hard rock.
I was just going to say, this is the exact type of music, for those of you that are outside of North America, don't know, but those of you in North America will agree with me 100%. This is the kind of band and music that would play on Sirius XM Octane.
Yeah.
It's a perfect kind of Octane track.
It is. It kind of reminds me of...
To me, it reminds me of two bands. Can I give it a shot?
Yeah.
A little bit of Godsmack and a little bit of Hell Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you were going with somebody different?
Well, I was going for like maybe like Audio Slave or like one of those.
Ooh, yeah, Audio. Wow, that is a really good one, actually. The vocals very similar, actually.
Yeah.
That is a really good one.
Down Audio Slave around that area.
More Audio Slave, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. I mean, without the crazy distortion that you get from Audio Slave, because they have Tom Morello on guitars, but he takes it into a little bit, even a little bit Soundgarden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has a little bit of a mixture. Alter Bridge as well. I know you're not a huge Alter.
I'm not a huge Alter Bridge fan.
Far from it.
I only like one song, and that's because it was.
It was in wrestling.
Yeah.
I know. We maybe people at home don't know, but you're like Alter Bridge is like your kryptonite. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I know you're not a huge fan.
I'm not a huge fan.
Okay, you're not. Neither am I, by the way. Neither am I. But yeah, kind of mixture of all of those kind of bands put together in one.
I think Audio Slave was the perfect one though.
Wow, and once you mention Audio Slave, it really really hit me home.
Even not like I'm talking about like the chorus vocals, like
the catchiness, the hookiness that they have, but even a little bit of his delivery.
I'm talking about like his vocals.
His vocals remind me a little bit.
In the chorus sounds just like Audio Slave. Not like verses, because Chris Cornell has one of the greatest voices
ever.
But,
we have to emphasize that, because you're gonna get a lot of hate mail.
Yeah.
For you saying
I'm
that.
not looking, because his
specifically in the chorus, I can see it.
Because Chris Cornell's clean vocals are totally different, and they're
he can go in different places.
But I'm talking about like sometimes like the chorus vocals where it becomes a little bit more graspy, and it becomes a little bit more heavier. That's where it kind of
reminded you of.
Yeah.
Even a little bit, maybe not the vocals now, but a little bit of the sound had a little bit of Soundgarden into it. But it had a mixture of different bands. Even if you think about some of the more less heavy, if you will, Hell Yeah tracks had a little bit of that. You know, a little bit of the guitar heaviness reminding me a little bit of early on Godsmack. So there's a little bit of.
I didn't think of those. I just went straight because the look of the guys and everything kind of brought me to early 2000s hard rock.
Yeah, well, definitely. This is a Throwback Thursday. I don't know what year this song is from. It's interesting. Maybe it is from early 2000s. Maybe. We have to Google that, because that would be a really interesting thing, because we don't really know. I didn't Google anything. I didn't find out anything about the song. We just went. The only thing I said is, could it be rock because of the name of the band? We were not that far off. I was not that far off. It was hard rock. And everything that you said so far, I agree with it. It kind of reminds me of that part of the music scope, if you will, like that early 2000s.
Because that's its own genre right there.
A lot of bands at that time period had a very specific sound. It was, there was new metal was going on that came in from the late 90s into the early 2000s, the whole new metal scene. This has nothing to do with that. But then there was also those bands that were not new metal, but they were not grunge. They were kind of like hard rock, but they were a little bit heavier than hard rock. And they were like in no man's land, if you will. And these guys kind of fall into that same style. I really like the heaviness of the guitars, because it also had a little bit of this southern twang to it. The way the guitars sounded on this track sounded like something like southern.
That's why I said Down, though.
Yeah, but it didn't have... Okay, but Down is a little bit more sludgy. It's a little bit more drag out. Has that more drag out feel to it. This was more like... Had more of a... Not melody, but had more of a better tempo to it. It was not sludgy. It didn't have that drag out feel that Down has. But it had a little bit of that southern twang. It's almost like a little bit of a country feel to it, but heavier. Like heavy, but with a little bit of a country feel. And believe it or not, we're talking about vocals, Chris Cornell. We can't compare, but this dude's vocals are really badass.
Yeah.
I really like it. They matched well with the style that the song had. And I'm gonna be honest. If this comes on the radio, I don't necessarily change it, but not the kind of music that I listen to today. But if you were to show me this 5-6 years ago, I would be totally down. Like this would be my jam. But my tastes, I'm gonna say this. Since we started the channel, my tastes have evolved a lot and they've changed a lot.
Yeah.
5 years ago, if you showed me this track, I would be like all over it.
I
still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it's just not something that it's. I would not consider this to be the style of music that's on heavy rotation on my playlist.
It'll get a quick play, but it's not going to be there all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you know who's a perfect example of that for me currently? Volbeat. I used to be all over like. I'm not saying I don't like them anymore. I still like Volbeat, but they used to be.
Well, we do know a couple of people who don't.
Yeah, we do know. Let's not go there. They used to be. Volbeat used to be on very high rotation on my playlist. I used to listen to a lot, and over the last 3 years, they've kind of like not died out, but they've. If it comes on the radio, I'm not changing it. But I also don't go looking for it. I'm kind of like in that way. So. You evolve. Your taste changes. It doesn't mean you don't like it.
But then
sometimes it's nice to listen to a song like this because this really feels like a throwback track to much simpler times. Yeah. Let's put it that way. And now I'm really curious if this is from early 2000, like 2002, 3, 4, around that time.
Maybe
it
6.
Sounds like.
I feel like from 2008 down. Then yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say later than that. It doesn't sound like something that would have came out later than that. I could be wrong, but. Now I'm really curious. We have to Google it. All right, guys, this is it for today, but come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.